Hi Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. My name is Julia Aurelia and I'm here to do your reading for December with the Lenormand. Now this is a very special method as it's from France, and most people in Germany do use this method. And as you can hear, I'm from Germany, so I thought I'm gonna give you a little surprise for December, and we're gonna lay out the big spread German tradition. So let's start with your reading. So if you're Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus sign is in Scorpio, this is the right video for you. All right. And if you haven't seen the Lenormand before, I'm going to give you a little introduction into the cards. It might sound a little bit like an astrologer at first when I explain how I read the cards. So, because I'm going to talk about houses and placements. And if you're new to it, just let that go into one ear and out of the other, and just listen to the messages, basically the meanings of the card. Right, let's start. So we start here, yeah. Starting with the birds. There are a couple of cards that I call are the main cards, and this is one of them. So this is the gentleman, but the gentleman is the person you're dealing with, no matter of their gender, so it could be a woman as well. The fish always stand for business, could be business because of the aspect of abundance and finances. We have the ring for relationships and contracts. Let me just count. This is 8. Yep. The fish also can stand for feelings and emotions, and this is your card. You are the woman, no matter if you are a man or a woman. So that's your card, Scorpio. And yeah, let's see. Obviously, the heart talks about matters of the heart or love. And the anchor is the card for work. So, but what I want to do is read the cards that are directly around you and see if one of the main energies are connected to it, to basically see what's the thing that you're most focused on in December now. Okay. Interesting. Good. Ah, there you go. Work is in your house, so it seems like work or being focused on stability seems to be a main part here. So we're gonna look into that. And there is the heart next to it. Right. Alright, Scorpio, let's dive into your reading. So there are a couple of things I see straight away. Number one is, like I said already, the anchor is in your house. So it seems like you are very much focused on creating stability in your life. Obviously, this can be with your work and finances connected to that, especially when I have a look onto the cards that are surrounded by this anchor here. Now, what we have is the sun, and the sun always talks about success. So there is a big potential of success coming into your business life, but it also seems like there are some sort of challenges to overcome, and those challenges are connected to the tree. Now, the tree stands for growth, and it does seem, especially with the mountain being next to it in the house of the park, there we go, the house places, it talks about that there is some sort of challenge for you in the month of December with making something public, with announcing something, or with the public in itself when it comes to your work. Now, this is what we have here, and I do feel like the challenge for you with business and stability is to like get the growth going, and it might be that a challenge of this situation is that it starts like with slow growth, because the tree is a slow moving energy. On the other hand, could that only talk about, like I said, the energy of growth in general, and that this is a challenge to create a growth. But I also see the solution here, and you're gonna make a decision. We see this here, and this decision directly relates to success. Now here it's getting interesting, as now the other person comes into the reading, because we see there is a decision or a solution here to that challenge of growth in terms of business, in terms of stability, is connected to a decision that brings success and happiness directly connected to the other person, because the sun is in the house of the other person. Now that could mean in general for a private relationship that there's a lot of happiness connected to that other person with you. And we also see that, and it's getting more and more interesting, the sun is also mirrored onto the other person. May it be a female person or a male person, that doesn't matter. We have the book here and the anchor. Now that tells me there's either a specific piece of knowledge that you will learn, maybe you're studying something that might be connected, like I said, to the other person here. And this is helping you to make the success energy in your business life grow. That's something we see here. You might live with the other person as the other person is in the house of the house, so in your private life. So that I feel like is a private connection here that might be somehow connected to learning something new to make business successful. Obviously this card can always talk about you studying, the other person studying because it's next to it, or teaching as well because it's about the knowledge. And I do feel like there is a important piece of knowledge that is somehow connected to studying or teaching that is going to make a situation here successful. We see a lot of help coming in as well. So there is a lot of support when it comes to your business. I feel like this is connected to the other person here, because that's what we saw already. And you do something that you really like to do, because we have the heart here. So there is something connected to your business where you're like, oh yeah, that's what I want to do. This is my heart's desire, basically. And the interesting thing is, another interesting thing, it seems like you have some sort of lesson here. There might be some sort of heavy energy when it comes to you being a teacher, you being someone of authority or of influence. And this, we see this here next to the business energy, right? Because the bear could talk about your strength, your influence, or being someone of influence, being a leader, or what was the other thing? Teacher. Exactly. So these things are somehow connected to the energy of your business. So maybe you're taking the lead here and you're stepping up into a leading position. But like I said, this is in the house of the cross and you are mirrored onto the cross. So there is the energy of a heavy burden when it comes to stepping up and being a leader, when it comes to being a teacher, when it comes to your influence in some shape or form. But I also feel like with the scythe here, and you are in the house of the scythe, so another connection that tells me that your business life is going to be, or business and stability and security in your life is going to be the main focus for you. And we see this here with the scythe. There's something that comes in quite suddenly. Sometimes the scythe talks about making a clean cut and see what the harvest is, and being like, okay, let's see where we are now. We're gonna draw this line now, and we calculate everything and take all the information, and then we see what the harvest is and how we're gonna continue. So there is that energy as well. But I feel like the energy overall for your business, even though there is this challenge with publishing something with the public or with announcing something, I do feel like there is also sudden success coming in, something that is quite sudden, because we have that energy here as well. And that's the other aspect of the scythe. So maybe with something you love to do, you're suddenly going to step up into a leading position in work. And that's really exciting. There are some insecurities about money, since we are now in the energy of business. I'm going to go a little bit further into that. So we do see there are a bit of insecurities when it comes to money. And that is directly connected to you being independent, which also falls back onto the energy of the the anchor. So maybe you are self-employed, or you work alone, or you work independently, or you're trying to be independent when it comes to your finances. There are some insecurities and some things not quite clear at the moment, but the money is going to come in through the public. We can see that here. So the money is mirrored onto the garden or the park. So that tells me there is public money. It also seems like there could be quite a lot. There will be the support that you need, but you need to make clever decisions. That's the fox, being very clever, having a strategy when it comes to the public here. Also, that might connect to foreign countries. So maybe you make your main income with people who are not directly where you are. That could be something here as well. I see a very beneficial contract or a very beneficial partnership when it comes to your finances as well. And there might be, I love that card because always the flowers stand for a surprise or a gift. So there might be a gift coming in or a surprise coming in, surprising money coming in a good way. So that's really nice here. Could talk about money coming in through creative projects as well. But again, also here connected to it is this piece of information. Like I said, either you're studying something connected to finances, business, to making something successful, or you'll gain some knowledge in a different way, or you are teaching. Like I said, that could be something here as well. I want to have a look into your area here as well. We see there is this heavy burden energy. There might even be a conflict connected to a change. Let me see, where's that? This is connected to the knowledge. So I feel like, and this is all connected to the it could be connected to emotions with the moon, but especially since the main focus seems to be work, business, finances. I do see that there is some sort of conflict that you have with being seen and recognized for your work. And there is a conflict, and there is something changing connected to that. That first seems to be like a burden, but I can see because of the clouds being here, and it's lifting, right? So there are the light clouds. So whatever the burden is, whatever the heavy energy is connected to being seen at work or being in a leading position, there's something that is getting a little bit more clear in the month of December for you. Again, we see you mirrored here onto these cards, being appreciated, being seen. There might be something connected to worries and anxieties, part of this burden energy, part of this heavy energy that I talked about earlier already. But yeah, I do feel like this decision that you're gonna make, this is connected to you working alone, to you being independent, in work and also financially. I feel like there is a very, very important decision that is directly going to lead to, I would say, mega success here. So this is what I got for you. This is your reading for December. I hope that you resonate with the reading. If so, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Mwah.